this is Maker Geek and I'm Dan. In last week's video I mentioned incidentally what I think is probably the most incredible feature of Fusion360, which is the ability to modify things in your timeline. I thought it might be worth making a video specifically about the timeline feature. I'm going to use a small example project of a fidget spinner because they're pretty easy and they all show certain things. So let's get on with it and see how this feature works. Right, so we have a brand new design. We're going to create a fidget spinner. So I will start with a sketch, and on the origin create a 22 mil circle. So that is the size of a standard diameter bearing. I'm going to create another circle which is, let's say, 28 as a core of our spinner, and another circle which I will make about 95, which is about the sort of the maximum diameter I want my fidget spinner to be comfortable in the hand. Okay, so far so good. Let's try making a tri-spinner, so we'll have 3 arms to it, and I just want a basic curve, so let's do an arc, a 3-point arc. We'll take it from here to, let's say, here. What does that look like? Let's have a gentle curve, just an ever so slight bend in it. And then I'm going to have another arc. We'll take from here to kind of in here, like that. What do you reckon? I don't like that. Oh, let's give it a slight inward arc there, and then we'll do another one to about there. That's basically out of one arm. I'm going to mirror this around and extrude it. So let's extrude first. So Q to extrude. Do that. Let's make it 8 mil. That's the size of a bearing. So what we have here is one wing, and now we're going to do a rotational pattern with bodies around that axis, and it defaults to 3. So that's actually created 3 separate bodies, which we're now going to join. Let's have you, and you. So that was a very quick run through of a basic trivial design. Now we get to the interesting feature. I've gotten this far, I've created a basic shape, I've now seen how it looks, and I want to make some changes. I think, let's say that, let's say I want to put a hole in here. Actually no, let's put a hole in the wing. And there are a couple of ways you can do that. I could, right now, draw a new sketch onto here, or create a new cylinder, or even use the whole option, and I could, mark a place, etc., etc. So there are various ways to achieve it, but we can use time travel. What if that hole had always been there? If I had to put a hole in this surface, then I would have to, essentially do it 3 times for all of these wings. So I could create another artifact. I could do another mirror option, another rotational pattern. But I can instead come down to the sketch and say edit sketch, and suddenly I'm back to a point in time before I had done anything else. So let's decide where we want our hole. In fact, let's do an offset operation off of this, and we'll bring it down to, let's bring it in 3 mil. Let's So we'll create a new line there. So I'm going to have a completely hollow wing. Probably fairly impractical for machining purposes, but what the hell. Okay, so that's that. And now I'm going to stop the sketch. And I'm back here. Now, nothing has changed. That's because I now want to modify my extrude pattern. So here I come back, edit the extrude. It's remembered what I had, but now I have this new face I can select or deselect. So I deselect that, hit OK, and now we're back to the present with my new changes. How about that? Another thing that I'm probably going to want to do is soften some of these corners. And again, I could hit Q and go around each of these and chamfer them in. You know, I could do that now, but I would have to go around each one of these corners of all three. But that's fine. Again, I can go back to this point in time. So in fact, what I want to do is I can actually physically move the timeline to the point that I've done that extrude, but I haven't done the circular pattern yet. So now let's do a bunch of, let's just soften that corner, take you in a little, I want to soften where this meets this. What's that look like? Oh, that will do. Let's get into that internal corner as well. And realistically, on CNC, I'm never going to have anything that on my machine that's going to get into there. So let's make that a 3mm diameter, which brings that right in. But that's cool. Happy with that. So again, I can play around with this at this point, and then when I'm done, whoop, back to here. Now maybe I want to get even more aggressive. It's like, you know what? Now I'm seeing this, the shape's a little bit spindly. Let's change the whole shape. Again, I can come back, edit the sketch. Let's edit this feature. I want to take that line and move him out a bit. Just make him a bit chunkier. How about that? And I know I said I wanted this to be fairly soft, but let's actually twist him out a bit. Now we've got a bigger, chunkier thing. Okay, stop sketch. Oh my god, everything's gone wrong. Right, so this is another good thing. Now we see we have something red on the timeline. We can find out what did I change that caused the problem. So let's come back to post extrude. Right, so initially we can see immediately the extrude no longer worked. So that's because as I changed these patterns, it's lost track of the surfaces. So I can reselect that. So now post extrude, we've got that correct. Now let's come into here. That round's okay, that round's okay. And now let's, let's go back to feature. So this guy, let's edit him. Right, so this was where I would pull this surface, and that corner is no longer really there. You know what? I don't need that anymore. I think, alright, let's delete that. I never did that. You never saw anything. And similarly, I did a combine, and that needs to be edit feature combine. So it says missing tool bodies. That's fine. We'll select you. We'll select you. Told it the tool bodies again, and off we go. Now we're looking a bit more interesting. I guess that's probably my biggest tip is anytime you're about to do an action that seems like it's going to be kind of a nuisance to do everywhere, think about it in terms of when would have been the easiest time to make that change. Take yourself back in the timeline to that point and make it there, because you'll make your life a lot simpler in the long term. Anyway, this has been a quick review of what I think is the most amazing time travel feature of Fusion 360. I hope that that's been helpful to you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.